that the protein from 1 cup of chickpeas is equivalent to the protein from one 4.5-ounce steak? Chickpeas are a great source of protein, iron, fibre, vitamin A, B6, riboflavin, niacin, thiamine, calcium, phosphorus, sodium, potassium, and so they are a must for a health-conscious vegetarian. These are raw chickpeas. You can't eat these, they're like bullets. But these are soaked chickpeas. And these are cooked chickpeas. If you're not quite sure whether they're done, just take 1 chickpea between your thumb and forefinger, give it a squeeze. If it's butter soft, it's done. Now we're going to drain these. Let's take them over to the sink. So let's cook our tender chickpeas in a coconut yogurt sauce. Let's start by dry roasting some spices. So we've got here 1.5 teaspoons of cumin seeds, 2 teaspoons of coriander seeds, whole, half a teaspoon of fennel seeds, 8 black peppercorns, and 1 tablespoon of white poppy seeds. We've got these in a heavy pan on a full flame, and we're going to dry roast them for about 5 or 10 minutes until they're very aromatic and golden brown. So these are nice and browned and aromatic. It's been about 7.5 minutes. These are ready to grind up. So we'll turn off our flame, bring them over here to our blender. Let's carefully place all the roasted dry seeds into the blender and grind them up to a powder. They're done. Nice and well ground. Ground to perfection. Fresh coconut. Here's a must for Indian-style vegetarian cooking. Whenever the recipe calls for coconut, try to get a hold of a fresh coconut. Smash it, take out the juice, and you don't even need to take off the outer skin, but shred it on a hand shredder like this until you get to the required amount. Here we have 1 cup of freshly shredded coconut. We've also got half of a tablespoon of freshly minced ginger, 3 teaspoons of green fresh chili, and we've got 1 cup of fresh yogurt. Let's pour that into our blender here along with the minced spices. Chili, ginger, coconut, and we're going to add a little water. And we're going to blend all that up. There it is. This is our yogurt sauce for our chickpeas. Now over here we have a couple of medium-sized baking potatoes that have been peeled and chopped into 1/2-inch cubes. We're going to deep fry these in our wok. We have a few cups of fresh ghee. You could use oil. We're going to deep fry these now. Now while these are deep frying, we're going to continue on with the next step. Now we're going to fry up our masala of spices here. We've got 1.25 teaspoons of black mustard seeds, 6 or 8 curry leaves, and some turmeric. That's 1 teaspoon. And we've got also 2 tablespoons of ghee here. All right, in go the mustard seeds. And the thing about frying mustard seeds is that there's no problems knowing when they're cooked, because when they are cooked, they start to snap, crackle, and pop. As you can see, they're beginning to pop. If you're not careful, sometimes they pop right out of the pan. very strong aroma. Before we lose too many more poppies, mustard seeds, we're going to put in our curry leaves. Right, cook them till they're brown. These spices are done. Now let's add our chickpeas. Chickpeas. Turmeric and salt. And our coconut yogurt sauce. Now this is still on a high flame. Leave it on the high flame and reduce it down till the chickpeas and the sauce thicken. Now these chickpeas are done. Notice how all the sauce has thickened. Turn down the flame. Now let's have a look at our potatoes over here. These are golden brown. Let's take them out of the ghee. Now let's add our potatoes to our chickpeas. Stir them in. By now, the chickpeas are really dry. Let's garnish it with a little fresh coriander. Tender chickpeas in coconut yogurt sauce. A meal in itself.